你 live 了吗？去 Facebook。
啊，等下咯，等下我 live。OK，我现在 set 啊。Alright, live in Facebook now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elite One Academy. We shall start now. So, first of all, let's give ourselves a big round of applause by writing number 5 in the check box below. That's giving everyone and including yourself a fivers. So, give everyone a high five. Yep, high five, high five. Yep. Come on, we need more fivers in the chat box below. Yep, that's the way to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elite One Academy, and thank you for coming. And today is the first day of a new MCO. I hope everyone is staying safe at home. Of course, during MCO, a lot of things that we cannot do. We cannot go out, we cannot go shopping, we cannot even go to the sales gallery. But there's one thing that we can do, that's doing self-improvement. So that is why we have Adrian Sell here with us today to teach us, okay, list generation using Instagram. So before I invite Adrian Sell to come onto the stage, the Zoom stage, okay, not the physical stage, I would like to talk a bit about him. Adrian Sell is one of the best mind that I have seen so far in IQ1 and even among all my friends circles. And he's so good in technology. I still remember he can write code in Google Sheet to get the leads from Facebook automatically into Google Sheet. That was something that I can't do and still can't do today. Okay, and that requires a lot of brain power, you know. So he's an engineer from Canada, right, Adrian? Yeah, he graduated as an engineer from Canada, and yet he chose to be in this line, in the property line. I think back in the old days, I mean 6-7 years ago, if you are an engineer and you want to go into the property line to become a property agent, most of the time your parents will not be very happy, including myself. Like my parents asked me why not become a property agent. I mean, after graduating from London or from Canada. And then my classmates, I mean, used to be my classmates in Imperial College London, also actually laugh at me. Hey, you first class honor from Imperial College, why did you choose to become a property agent? At that time, a property agent is like something lower, okay? Like those uncle auntie in pasar that wearing shorts selling properties. The impression of property agents to the market is like that at the time. But time have changed. Now, as a property consultant, all of us are very professionals. If you look at your colleagues among here in Elite One, a lot of them are engineer, lawyer, accountant, businessman. So property agent, or what we call ourselves a property consultant, is no longer something that's frowned upon. So Adrian Xiao came back from Canada, become a property agent, and within a very short amount of time, he actually concluded a lot of sales. And today, he actually has one of the biggest team in Elite One. His sales is more than 100 million conversion. That was done in a very short period of time. So, and one of the way that he managed to do that is through technology, through leads generation from Facebook, from Instagram, and from all the platforms in the internet. So Adrian Xiao along the way has shared a lot of things to us. He's very, very generous. And you can see his face all over internet, all over Facebook. And all these so-called secrets, he's unselfishly shared with everyone. So give Adrian Xiao a big round of applause for his generosity. Okay, number 8 in the chat box below, give Adrian Xiao a big claps. Hi guys. No claps, then he doesn't want to share. Number 8. Number 8 in the chat box below. All right, yeah, I see a lot of 8s already.
Okay.
All right, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Adrian Xiao to share with us leads generation. Adrian, here you go.
Thanks, Dave. I'm always very grateful to have this opportunity to share with you, especially in the Elite One platform, because when I was just like you guys, when I first joined, I was being trained. I still remember like when I went to KL, I'm based in Penang, and I had a chance to go down to KL, right? And I got to join one of Dave's meeting, right? EA in KL, and the time I was in Serdang, and learned so much. So I feel that in this environment, right, it's always about a culture of giving, right? A lot of people ask me why am I sharing all this knowledge to people? Like, does it do me any good? Well, to my own benefit, probably not. But I strongly believe that it's a culture of if you give first, other people will give you back something in the future. So that's why I always live by this mindset, which is giving, right? Whenever I can, I just share the knowledge that I can help people, because I know one day in the future when I need help, I can ask for help because I've helped people and deposited a lot. So let's keep the culture going. All of you, every single one of you here, you all have different like strengths of knowledge and also skill. And I believe that Dave has been doing this Elite One Academy consistently for the past few months, and in future, one of you guys probably will be sharing your knowledge as well. So when you were asked upon to share, I will strongly encourage that you share the best, right? I know if Henry, are you here? If Henry is not here, right, never mind, I just want to talk about Henry, because one time, Henry is here, right here, Henry Heng, yes. He asked me a question, like, they're like, what if I app, like, I just want to touch on this first before I go into the actual part, right? Like, hi, Henry. I still remember this, like, when Henry asked me this question, like, are you not scared when you share all your knowledge, right? And then people become better or, overtake you or whatever. And we have a discussion like back and forth, right? Remember, Henry?
Yes.
I think 2018, I think you asked me that question when I started teaching people about like marketing.
Yeah, time flies, yeah?
Yeah. And then I remember that like we had a discussion and we come up with something which is like, whenever we give our best knowledge out, right, it will put us at a disadvantage, because right now people they know the same thing already, but don't forget that you are the one who found the knowledge first. So that means you can find new knowledge along the journey. So when you give all your best knowledge out, that means you cannot stop improving. Agree or not? Agree, comment 6, and let me know comment 6. Right? When you don't stop improving, then you can find new knowledge. Then only you can become better. Now, if you become complacent and just being good and stay with whatever knowledge you have, and you just try to protect it, you hug it to the day you die, right? You are being foolish, because people can find that knowledge elsewhere anyways. So why can't you be the guy that gives that knowledge? So because you give that knowledge, you're doing them a favor. And one day when you need a favor, they probably help you back. So that's the culture and the mindset that I live by. So I really encourage that within this Elite One family, right? Help each other. Let's help each other, because you yourself, right? You can only know so much. You will never know what other people can give you when you give other people first. So I want to start to this conversation with this. Okay. So thank you, Henry, for the great reminder when back then. So
Yeah.
today I'm gonna
Yes,
share. Yeah, thanks. Okay, see you soon, Eddie. So let's talk about lead generation on Instagram. Okay, because when we talk about ads on social media, I think a lot of people only focus on Facebook. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't know Instagram works. It's just that they don't know that actually there's something else you have to pay attention to when you are running Instagram ad. So right now, let me. I want to share my whiteboard. Just a moment when I bring up my iPad. So same rule, like as usual, every single one of you here. If you are sitting at home and you don't have a pen and paper around you, go get a piece of pen and paper, because I want you to write all these notes down so that you remember better. Yes, there's gonna be replay. There's gonna be notes that Dave will do the highlight for all the meetings, right? But I want you to remember one thing. When you are actually listening to my like presentation right now, and you are writing things down, right? The thing will be like printed in your brain like better. Seriously, like you can remember it a lot better, rather than just spending another hour to revisit this video next time. I would rather you do it, right? Writing it down while listening, then you can even learn better. Can we do that? So go get a notebook now. When you have a notebook already, comment 7 in the comment section. I want to see it. Okay. So when we are running Facebook ad, right? You see, yes, both of these are classified as social media, right? Facebook and also Instagram. And also there's a lot more, right? But right now, let's talk about these two first. Now, a lot of people think that Facebook works because whenever we run ad, right, we run ad through Facebook, Facebook Ad Manager. So for those people who are running ads here, you probably see this before, like Ad Manager. But then when we are actually running the ad, usually what we do is this. We use either one picture or one video. Then we run ads on both platforms. Now, question. Yes, these are two social media platforms, but do the behavior of the people on these two platforms, are they the same? Like people scrolling Facebook versus people scrolling Instagram, the behavior, are they the same? Yes or no? Comment in the comment section, I want to know. Right, when you scroll Instagram versus you scroll Facebook, what do you expect to see? Okay, ask yourself this question. When you are scrolling Instagram, especially Insta story, what kind of content do you want to see? Do you want to see a still image, or would you rather see some moving, like let's call it video lah, moving images lah, video? Which one? First thing lah. Second thing, when you're scrolling Instagram news feed, right? Are you expecting to see more videos or are you expecting to see more pictures? Versus when you are scrolling through Facebook news feed. Now, when you understand all this, right, it's very important because whenever we are doing marketing, right, you have to always understand these three concepts, which is the 3 M's. I want you to write this down: market, medium, and message. Okay, I can go on and on and talk about this. This could be a 1-hour discussion, but today I'm going to keep it short. Market basically means that who are you targeting? Now, when we say that the behavior of people on Facebook and Instagram are different, now, do you think that the market, okay, the market on Instagram and also on Facebook, are they different? Chances are they're very, very different. So my suggestion is when you are talking to people on Instagram, you have to talk in a different tone. You have to show a different kind of design, image, video, right? When you're talking to people on Facebook, it should be a different one, right? So market. Another thing is medium. Medium basically means that the delivery, right? Where do you see it, right? This is important. The keyword is where. Now, when we say that when your behavior on Instagram and Facebook is gonna be quite different, right? So do you think that the way of delivery can be the same? For example, when you are using, let's say video, I'm still seeing this. Most of the people who are running video ads right now, they usually run ads in this like ratio, which is 16 and 9. Right, okay, let me just do a very quick survey here. How many of you here, when you run video ads, right, it's horizontal video like this with this ratio? If you do, comment 8 and let me know. Comment 8, this horizontal. Right, this kind of ratio. Or maybe some of you probably would do this. You will do a proper wrapping like this. You add like things on top. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, then you have very bombastic keyword up here. Keyword. Okay, and also on the bottom side, there's also keyword. Right. Then only the middle part is the video. Now this is also another way. Then this one, right? The hey Wayne, the ratio becomes 1:1 already, right? Because this is more eye-catching. But how many of us when we are running Facebook ad, what we do is this. On our Facebook ad manager, later I'm going to show you just a quick one. We usually don't care about a setting called placement. So that means whenever we run ad, whether it's a horizontal video or a square video or a vertical video, right? We pretty much place the video everywhere. The keyword here is everywhere, right? Then that is wrong. Okay, that's, I think, one of the biggest mistakes is you want to use just we call this creative, one creative on all different placement and medium, because it doesn't fit. Think about that. Horizontal video works on Facebook newsfeed because most of the thing is horizontal. But when you see a horizontal video on Instagram story, how would you feel? Do you feel like, oh, it's not native? It seems like an advertisement, right? Who feel that? Like if you feel that, comment 8 and let me know, comment 8, right? Because usually when we are looking at story, how does story look like? Instagram story is vertical. Facebook story also. Okay, why am I not talking about Facebook story? Because I've tested both like Instagram story and Facebook story. It seems like Facebook newsfeed works a lot better than Facebook story. So I'm not going to touch on Facebook story. Just bear with me and go with an IG story. Now I'm not asking you, I'm not stopping you from trying. If you really want to try, go ahead and try. Let me know the result, right? But my trial is Facebook story don't work very well, so I never really actually want to use it. So I'm only focusing on Instagram story. So instead of being a horizontal video, now Instagram story is 9:16 in the vertical way. So think about that. If you are on an Instagram story environment, like imagine yourself right now, if you are watching, looking at this training through your phone, right? Later on, you can switch to your Instagram and you click on story, you see that it's vertical. But when you see something that is horizontal inside a vertical, then on top here, all black color one. How do you feel? Immediately, how do you feel? Okay, if that video is very attractive, probably you will stay and watch. But chances are you feel that, oh, okay, swipe away, because it feels like an advertisement. It's not native. Now, do you agree that whenever we go to social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, we want to look at our friends' update? That's why we are there to relax, to actually check any news or whatever. We are not there to look at advertisement. So whenever you want to do a very smart and a nice and attention-grabbing advertisement, my suggestion is you gotta go very native, as in pay attention to the medium that you will be distributing it. If it is a Instagram story, make sure the video or the picture that you are designing is vertical, like this. Okay, vertical. Whenever you are distributing on Facebook newsfeed, then probably you can use horizontal video, or you can use this horizontal video, or this one-to-one kind of video where you have a title on top and title at the bottom. Okay, of course, the last one is actually message, right? Message basically means that what are you telling these people? Now, whenever we are talking to different type of people, we have to talk and we have to tell different things. Example, all of you here, whenever you meet your client in the sales gallery, I'm not talking about marketing right now, I'm talking about actual sales. When you're in the sales gallery, somebody come in, right? Your client comes in. Yes, you probably have called them before, you understand their need, you know who they are and what they want. So you probably still want to break the ice and catch up with them, set some common ground. So you ask them a few questions. Oh, say so you are looking for this property. I last time when we spoke on the phone, you're looking for investment, right? So just want to ask a question like, are you looking for like first house for investment, or is it a second or third investment? Why are you doing this? First, you are creating rapport with the guy. Second thing, you are setting up common ground. Let's say I'm actually first time investor. Then you can say that, oh, okay, I was just like you. Before I buy my first property as investment, right? Yeah, I go through the same psychology lah, whatever preparation, blah blah blah. Right? That's where you set common ground. But at the same time, you are also qualifying the client so that you know what kind of market they are, right? Are they seasonal investor, or are they just a normal like newbie to start investing, or they are just home buyer, they never thought about investment, that kind of thing. When you know all this, then only you know during your presentation what kind of message can you tell them in order to make them buy. Correct or not? You can't possibly go tell a seasonal investor like basic investment knowledge. Correct or not? Like if you know the guy is a newbie in the investment, you go tell him more advanced investment knowledge. Yes, it's probably gonna wow them, but that's not gonna make them buy. I don't think so, because it's not relevant. So here's the thing. Come back to marketing, it's the same thing. Whenever you understand who your markets are, right, you have to talk in the language and the message that they can understand and they can relate, so that they will watch your video or sign up to your advertisement. So I guess that when you understand this concept, this MMM, like who you are targeting, where would you be delivering the ad, and what would you be writing in the message, right? When you understand this part, then your ad is gonna be a lot more relevant. Okay. Up until this point, who can follow? If you can follow, comment yes in the comment section. Comment yes. Right. So let's come back to drill into IG story. So when we talk about what is so special about IG story, okay. First of all, it's vertical video lah. Okay. Now, this is something that a lot of people overlook, and I have tried for the past, I think since last year, August or September, I can't exactly remember, which is about 9 months now, and it has been working very well for me. Vertical video. First thing, when I think back, there's a few factors. Why? Because I don't know about you, but right now I like in story. I like to look at story more, because first of all, story is full screen experience. Okay, full screen experience, which means whenever I'm in the story environment, I can't even see the time. Okay, my phone, even the time is not being shown. Any notification that comes in, right, it won't show up. Right. So when you are in there, it's very immersive. Right, not being distracted. First thing. And second thing, story will play automatically. Okay. And it's not like Facebook newsfeed where you have to scroll. This one, when the story is finished, automatically the next slide, automatically next slide, automatically next slide. Correct or not? And then sometimes if you really like I say, when you saw something like very intrusive like this, okay, something very intrusive like this, it's an advertisement, and you want to swipe away, what do you do? A simple tap on your thumb, just tap like this. Look at the camera, if you can see my camera right now. Look at if you touch the edge of the phone, it will swipe to the other one already. Unlike when you are on Facebook newsfeed, you have to have a very bigger motion like this. You have to swipe like this. So which is why like this, all these little things, you might think it's very little, but these are all human behavior. Whenever human are shifting their attention to, we follow, right? So when they are shifting their attention to story, we have to go there. So which is why I think story has given me pretty good success. First thing. Second thing is the Instagram demography and also culture. Now, how many of you here, let me ask a question. How many of you here actually spend more time on Instagram and less time on Facebook? If you are this kind of person, comment one and let me know, comment one. You spend more time on Instagram, but you don't like to look at Facebook. Reason why? Because Facebook has so much noise and news and a lot of negativity on Facebook. Because why? Because Facebook, the algorithm of Facebook is relying on what people share, right? So when people share, even though they don't share, you are not their friend, but you somehow are in a group or something. You are in some Facebook group that your friend invite you or whatever that you joined maybe 5 years ago. Then when people share in that Facebook group, you also see one. Then sometimes we really don't like the thing that we see. So which is why a lot of people right now, they shift their attention to Instagram. Okay. And now, back then, when I first joined in 2015, actually, I asked a question. we are running ads on Facebook, right? Can we try it on Instagram or not? Since Facebook allows us to run it on Instagram. But back then, we noticed one thing. The demographic on Instagram is too young. It was too young because nobody was taking social media that seriously that time. So most people also still hanging out on Facebook. Lesser people hang out on Instagram, especially those with financial capability. But since 2016 until now, it's been 5 years. I will say that Instagram demographic has changed a lot, right? I think older generation are using Instagram now because they all also don't like the news and negativity that's being shared on Facebook. So they'll rather go onto Instagram. Get what I'm saying? So when people are going to Instagram, do you think that the demographic is going to be a bit different? I would say it's very, very different. Okay, so the second point. Now, why story? Okay, just I say already, Instagram and also the story. Now, story, there's a structure which is 15 seconds. Maximum is 15 seconds. Okay, this is another key important thing why story is important, because right now all of us don't have patience. How many of you here complain when your internet is slow for 1 second? Like you go into the lift, suddenly no line, then you feel very frustrated. The 10 seconds inside the lift without internet feels very frustrated. If you are this kind of person, comment two. I'm the kind of person. Okay, like whenever I go to a place where there's no line, suddenly, even though it's just a few seconds, I feel like, very, very geram like that. This is because we have been trained in the environment of everything is fast, responsive, just one click and we see it. So which means a lot of people right now also don't have patience. So which is why whenever you want to run ads, that is 4-minute video, or let's say even worse, 12-minute video. Some people do that one, Now, I'm not saying that this video won't work. It's just that if you can't catch their attention first, this video probably would not work that well. Because people just don't have the patience to wait for 4 to 12 minutes to listen to your thing. So if you can, why not tell the story within 15 seconds? Now you are saying, wow, very challenging, 15 seconds. Yes, it's challenging. But if you can do it, then you can get the market. But I have tested actually for property. If you want to do it within 15 seconds, it's a bit tough. So yes, IG story has a maximum limit of 15 seconds. But for Facebook ad, Instagram story ad, Facebook actually allows you to go up to 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute video. But it will be split into a few chunks. Okay, it will be split into 15. You know story. Let me zoom in here. When you go look at your IG story, there's like the bar up here, and remember that. Then your 1 minute video will be split into 4 chunks like this. Okay. So people can, if they're interested for the first 15 seconds, they can still continue watching one. If not, they'll just swipe away. But what makes them stay? Okay. Your video has to be attractive, first of all. Second of all, you have to be talking to the right audience. What kind of market are you talking? And then what kind of problem are you solving? And what kind of benefit of the property that they should be looking at. I'll show you a sample later. It might seem a bit like fake right now. I'll show you exactly what my team is doing, the sample video that they are doing. Okay, I'll show you in a while. But right now, I'm just giving you the concept. Okay, now the next part, I think this is one of the most important part about IG story. Okay, now let me ask you a question first. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine right now you are in a shopping mall. Okay, because now we can't go to shopping mall, but imagine right now you are in a shopping mall. Okay, you are walking, then you walk through a few stores. Suddenly, one of the store is playing your favorite song, right? The song that you listen to when you go to gym, when you go work out, whatever. Would you slow down and listen to the song a bit more? If you would, comment 3 and then not comment 3. Like you're just walking on the shopping mall and then somehow you listen to the song, right? I think a lot of yeses. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. You see, we respond to sound, right? So right now, humans have 5 senses, but only 2 of them right now can be digitized, which is visual and also sound, which is what you are looking at and listening right now. So a lot of people only take advantage of the visual, but they rarely take advantage of the sound. IG story. Ladies and gentlemen, do you play IG story on mute or do you play the sound? Comment in the comment section. Do you play with music? I mean, with the volumes on, or do you mute it when you are looking at story? If you are usually on, but when you are scrolling Facebook, when you are scrolling Facebook newsfeed now, do you play with mute or volume on when you're scrolling Facebook newsfeed? I'll tell you, on story, I'll let the volume play, but when I'm scrolling through Facebook newsfeed, I'll turn it off. Unless I saw that video is interesting, I want to watch that, I turn the video, the sound back on. So, which is why, like whenever we are scrolling through Facebook newsfeed, right, usually the sound is not that important. Okay, which is why video, especially right now, if we want to run a video ad on Facebook newsfeed, right, my suggestion is please put subtitle, because people don't play with sound on. So if your mouth talking, they probably won't hear anything. So if you have a subtitle to attract them to play with sound on. But on IG story is a very different thing. So which is why if IG story you want to take advantage, right, use music, leverage on music. What kind of music, you will ask? Okay, I'll throw the question back to you. When you are creating your own IG story right now, what kind of music do you use? There's a lot of built-in music, correct? My suggestion is use those music, because whenever it's trendy, okay, is something that will hook people's attention. Or you can reverse engineer. I usually will reverse engineer in a way, because I don't create that much IG story myself, right? Although I know it's a platform that I'm going that we can get a lot of leads, but I myself, I don't do that much. But if you really want to have a sense of what kind of like sound and all, right, I will recommend that you do research on TikTok and also IG Reels. Okay, these two platforms also have a lot of like nice music. So my suggestion is reverse engineer. Go to these two platforms and just keep scrolling, and you will get a sense of what kind of music a lot of people are playing right now, and you put that into your IG story. Okay, so I think that will be one of another hook to make people stay and actually look at your thing. Okay, so let me do a very quick recap before I show you the example. Okay, IG story. Now you will ask a question: is it better to do picture or is it better to do video? My suggestion is when you are running IG story ad, please use video, because most of the people don't look at picture when they go IG story. Because most of the content of IG story is video anyways. Okay, and there's a few more things, because it's a vertical video. That means you can reuse it in a lot of different places, which is right now, if you want to go for organic, right? Organic reach, right? IG Reels, okay? If you don't know what is IG Reels, go explore, because this thing is very new in Malaysia. We just have it since end of March, so which is about 1.5 months only, 2 months, 2 months already, right? When you create a video on your IG story for your ads, right, you can also put it on IG Reels as well, right? Because right now they are actually giving you free organic reach, so probably you can get some free organic traffic here as well. Okay, before you but you can also put it on TikTok, but then TikTok, I'm not saying we should not do that. It's just that it's a bit more congested compared to IG Reel. So if you can, you put your IG Reel, but it's just uploading on TikTok. It doesn't take too much effort. Since you already created the video, you can upload TikTok as well if you want to, right? So these are the few things that we can do on this. Okay, so a very quick recap. Whenever you do ads, right, you always have to remember one thing: where would you be distributing? Who is your target audience, and what kind of message? Right. Later on, I will show you one sample, which is something that's done by Brandon. Okay, you guys saw him close a few cases of like Millers recently, right? Because he has been working on this, and I'll show you his actual way of doing it, how he does it, and how he edit the video and stuff like this. Oh yeah, and in the regards of video editing, I think I can't teach it today. I will probably arrange another meeting to talk about it. Okay, probably I'll ask Brendan to share maybe in a few weeks time also. Okay, anyways, and then in why story? Because it's full screen experience and it's automatic, and it's a lot. You are targeting a very different demographic who don't like Facebook. Okay, and also it's short, people have no patience, and then you can leverage on music. So these are the few points about why we should be doing this on Facebook. Okay, now I'm going to show a few sample, and then I'm gonna show you how do you actually implement it onto your Facebook ads. Okay, I have to stop sharing this. Okay, who wants to see some sample? If you want to see some sample, comment yes. Comment yes. Right? Is Brandon here? Brandon not here. Okay. I'll show one of his video that he has done. I think it's a pretty amazing one. Optimized for video clip. Okay, there's a lot of okay, let's look at this first. Okay, okay, it's in Chinese. I apologize if you can't read Chinese, but just get a sense of it. Okay, I'm gonna play it now. Okay, now, let me, okay, I want to get some feedback. What do you think about that video? What do you think about that video? You see, I want to talk about this, MMM. I want you to think about the MMM I mentioned just now. Market. Now, we all know Millers in KL, almost everyone heard about Millers already, right? So that's why we discussed this. We thought that, okay, maybe we can target some outstation buyer. So we design that's why when you know who you are targeting, then you can speak to them directly. So let's say right now you are telling people who are not from KL to invest in a property in KL, right? Now, what is their concern? Think about that. Then what kind of problem are you solving? And the video, if you see right now in the beginning, let me just come back here very quickly. You see, okay, the first 2 seconds, what is he doing? He's capturing the attention of who? Okay, for those who cannot read Chinese, it's Beimaren, it's northern region people. Okay, you can't miss this KL property investment. And why freehold? Because somehow we understand that the northern region people, they really want freehold. If you tell them leasehold, they really cannot accept. So which is why we kind of put it here, right? But we tell them this already. And then if you look at all the point that we are coming in from here, right? Okay, completing this year, right? And also ready tenancy, because we have GRR, but we cannot say GRR, so we say ready tenancy, okay? Then the installment, the installment versus the return, right? Free renovation, free furnishing, and also developer is in the same property as you, and then blah 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 blah. Okay, and then this is I think the last part, because a lot of people they scared about the risk. So right here we have to put something called a lower risk, blah blah blah, and then now yes, the video is about 30 seconds. Okay, but if you think about that, ask me like if you scroll through an Instagram story, I think the song, okay, the song is kind of like there's beat now. Okay, please don't choose the song that's very sad. I know there's a lot of song right now, maybe they are trendy, but they are sad. But we are actually selling property here. So my suggestion is don't use any sad song. Use something that's hype, and then you can bring them up, like make them feel good. Okay, something with beat will be even better. Okay, so you can see that the copywriting, everything is very, very simple. Okay, and the background of video is the showroom. Blah 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 blah. Okay, get it? Okay, now next one. Then also I did some for Penang, but Penang one I did it way before we have the showroom, so that's why I never have the actual showroom. But you see, I did 3. I want you guys to see this. You see, MMM. You gotta always remember MMM, who you are talking to, right? So Why do all this video, later I'll show you, it's all same video, but the first few words are different. Why? Because I have to cater to this different group of people to capture their attention, right? Whenever I'm targeting Kedah people, I just tell dear Kedah investor, blah, 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 right? Dear Airbnb operator, blah, blah, blah. Penang studio lover. Why? Because some people might be getting for own stay, but not investment. You know what I'm saying? Right? So let's look at this. Let's say Penang. Okay, just another one. Also 30 seconds.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Oh yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. And I see you, the way I breathe you in. It's the texture of your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. And I see you, there's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up. Yeah, and I'll be right here with you till the end. I got my peaches.
Okay, now this is not the actual showroom video, I understand, but it gets the point through because it's a studio, and I'm using a lot of different cutscenes. Wait, I need to. Where is the? Okay, so two different styles. See that? Just not that one, right? It's all the showroom like video and blah 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 blah. But this one is very different because you are targeting two different group of people. You see, whenever we think about that, you have to come from the project key selling point and perspective. When we're talking about 22 McAllister in Penang, what is the main selling point? Of course, it's studio. Second thing is all the facilities. If there's no such lifestyle facility in that condo, I don't think it's gonna be a good seller because the price is a bit on the high side. So you see, when I create this video, yes, of course, first one I show studio. I don't have a showroom video before this, so that's why I had to like grab it somewhere, just download it, like get a studio kind of video, and then I bring up some like point like this, and then okay, now only about 15 seconds that I show the video, but after that, what I'm doing is the actual key selling point for all the condo. Okay, project no condo. Okay, it's 5 minutes from Konta, right? Show Konta a bit, right? The Sky Infinity Pool, right? And also the gym, ready management team, which is my key, blah, 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 right? Show some sky bar, and then show some facility, right? And then, boom, sell. See that, guys? So the thing is, oh, by the way, let me just show you another one. It's the same one, okay? I'm just reusing the same video. Okay, don't want to bore you with that. It's the same video, but you see that the starting is different. Like that, I have another one which is Airbnb operator. Now, why am I doing all this? Let me stop sharing first, and let me come back to my whiteboard. Okay, just a very quick question: how many of you have tried this kind of method to run ads? If you have not, comment 5, and I just want to see, right? Who have actually tried this already? If you have not, right, I tell you, just do this. This is one of the best way to get customer attention right now, because I think all the people, right, they are not bored of this yet, Okay, when they are actually bored of this already, then your thing won't be that effective already. So my suggestion is do this. Okay, so why not use picture? Because I'll say that this, when you have to respect the platform. IG story is more of a video kind of platform, so you do that. Okay, and for those people who think that you cannot get the message through within 30 seconds or 1 minute now, you have to be concise and fast. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more video later, which is another one with which is done by Jenny. I don't know if she is here, but anyways, yeah. I'll show you another video later, which is done by Jenny. It's a 1 minute video also talking about Midas, and I think it's a very great one. So all of you here, I know, yes, for the next, we can't go to showroom anymore for the next few days. But if you, I think we can work as a team now. Every single one of you here, if you already have the showroom video, I think you can share it in the group. Then everyone can use it. And then after you have the showroom video, right, you can go edit yourself. Like, how do we edit all this? We're actually using a software called Jianying in Chinese. But if you don't understand Chinese, you can use another app called CapCut. Okay, CapCut. Go download this app. I think it's free, and also it's Android also can download lah. Okay, don't need to change region. Jenny, you need to change region and all to download, very mafan. So you use this, you go to inside Play Store. Okay, and you can use this software on your phone, so you don't even need a computer to do this. You have a very attractive video, and then you just put this in, and then yeah. Okay. Anyways, this is the software that we are using now. I want to mention one more thing. Just now, when you saw that vertical video, right? Can we reuse this video? Okay, on different placement. Just now we have been talking about IG story, right? But what about other placement? Let's say Facebook newsfeed. Can or not? I think can. Okay. Now, why? Because this video and all is actually very attractive in a sense that we, the way we design it, at color, and then the bombastic keyword in the beginning, and then you are talking to the right audience and all this can actually grab attention, right? If it works on IG story, chances are it will work on newsfeed as well. Okay, but on newsfeed, you gotta pay attention to one thing. Okay, this is a very big detail. If you have a notebook, write this down. On IG story, the ratio is 9 to 16. But on Facebook newsfeed, it's actually 4 to 5. Okay, the ratio is a big difference. So let's say right now, this is IG story video. If you use Wayne also using CapCut. If you're using CapCut, right, there's a function that you can just use the canvas of 9 to 16. Okay, you can actually reuse this video on Facebook newsfeed. Okay, by actually cropping it. Facebook actually allows you to crop it like this. You can crop it like this, where your ratio becomes 4 to 5. Now you will ask me a question, Adrian, what about the word here in this region? Will they be missing? Answer is yes, they will be. So whenever we design the video, I always tell my team to do this. Please, please, please make sure the word don't go above this line. Okay, so it's always in the center of the video. Okay, you don't go too high and don't go too low. I think somewhere in the middle is good. Even if you touch on the edge here, I think it's still fun, right? So now, how do we know where not to go? Okay, this is all by more like experience now. So you go try it, and then you screw up, then never mind lah. Next time you know where to put the word lah. Okay, so that you can do better. Okay, now why do I suggest this? Is because if you do one video and it's working already, then straight away upload to Facebook newsfeed and run the same ad lah. Okay, you're reaching different group of people. Think about it. You always remember that the people that you're talking to on Instagram and on Facebook are two different group of people. Okay, so you will be reaching different people. Yes, your video won't be full screen, of course, because you put it on Facebook newsfeed, but it's still gonna be working because all the words are still gonna be in there. Okay, so when you understand this, then you will be a lot better. Like you can do it better. Now, let me exactly show you how to put it into ads. Wait, let me stop sharing first. By the way, if you guys have any question, you can ask me in the comment section, and then I will answer you in a while. Okay. So I want to show you exactly how do you select IG story as your placement, because this is something that a lot of people miss. Okay. Wait. I want to share it without. Hey, is it clear? Can see or not? If you see it clear, let me know. Now, whenever we do ads, right? When we come here, this is the campaign, and then we go to ad set and do the setting, right? Okay. Here at the ad set level, what you can do is you can select your audience, which is the targeting, which I won't go through today. Okay. Here's the part that everyone misses, which is placement. I think most people, I tell you, they will use automatic placement. Why? Because they didn't think it mattered. But if you think about it, let's click on manual placement. You see, if you don't go and choose it manually yourself, Facebook is actually distributing all your ads on this different platform. Now, when we say feed, Facebook news feed, right? There's a lot of other different things like Instagram feed, right? Facebook Marketplace, Instagram Explore, blah blah. Now, is it the more the better? Well, I think my suggestion is if your video is you're doing a vertical video, right? It usually won't work in other platforms and it will create you trouble as well. So if you are doing IG story, make sure you do this. Click on manual, and then first thing you just uncheck the whole feed here. When you uncheck this, all of this will be gone. Okay, don't use newsfeed at all, right? And then for story, well, I have tried. Facebook story don't work so well, so I just don't want to use it. I leave this check. Okay, another thing is in-stream video. This is something that I don't like because it's very interruptive. In-stream video basically means that when people are watching a video, your ad will show up in that video. Okay, I don't like it because it's very intrusive, and usually I will wait for the video to just play until, and I just skip it like YouTube like that. So my thing is don't use it as well. And there's a limit. They only allow you 15 seconds. So if your video is longer than 15 seconds, it won't work. So don't use. Search, I don't use as well. In article, I don't use. App and site, I don't use. Because there's a lot of things that's cooperating with Facebook to put all this. Now, is it the more the better? No, I don't. I think sometimes less is more. More targeted is better. Just go on. Okay, if I'm running a picture ad, then you go ahead and put in every single one. But right now we're talking about IG story, the vertical video. So vertical video only for IG story. Think about that. Always medium. The medium right now is Instagram story. So your video is designed to be vertical like this. Okay, see that is full screen. Okay, now then what you need to do next is just go to the ad. Before that, I think let me just choose a page so that I can let me use this. Okay, anyways. Okay, let me upload. Okay, here, let's say if I want to upload the video, I just click add video and I click upload, right? Let's say this one. Okay. One moment. Then you, okay, never mind. Actually, I think I have uploaded a lot of videos. Let me just simply pick one. Okay, let me just pick this guy and then click next. Okay, so vertical video, which is the one that you saw just now. Vertical, I don't know if I can play. Not play. Okay, anyways, let me just click done. Okay, now, then this will be the video just now that you saw. And you can see it's actually full screen experience, right? And the call to action button is here. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that. When you saw that video, right? Let me expand it because for it to work, guys, you see this keep watching, right? Because your video is more than 15 seconds, so the customer has to click keep watching, then only they can continue to play the video on. So that actually the video just now I showed didn't have that. But if you want to be more accurate, you can actually put a small arrow here to ask them to click keep watching so that they can keep watching that video. Oh, okay. It's not playing full, but anyways, you get the point. Okay. Now it's vertical. Then you just run your ad and publish. And another plus point. Okay. When you're running IG story ad, right, you don't need to write any copywriting because it doesn't show up. Let's say right now, let's see, I have a lot of copywriting here, right? The ad will not show the copywriting at all. So that means you don't need copywriting. And then you set up every other thing, just the same thing, like the call to action and also the form, blah, 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 like that. JC has a question. Instagram can, yeah, why not? Instagram ad is the same thing as Facebook ad. I'm using Facebook ad manager right now. So whatever you can see on Facebook ad, you can see on Instagram ad as well. You know, JC, you can do that. Okay, I'll show you in a second. But you see, the point here is you don't need to write copywriting. So pretty much, I think you ask me, then where is the copywriting of my ads? Inside the video. So which is why when you understand the concept of MMM, you know what to tell your client, right? Then here is all your copywriting. You can see all my design, right? My word is all in the center one. Because I know when I need it, I can cut, I can crop it. Okay, right now I'm going to show you how to crop it. So right now, let's say I'm running this ad on IG story and also Facebook newsfeed. Let's say I want to do that. Okay, I just come here, instead of checking the whole newsfeed here where I check everything, I won't do that. I will just click this Facebook newsfeed. It's very important. I just click this on it, right? So when you come to this part, you will see that the video is automatically cut now. But should you want to edit it, you can actually edit it one. Like just Facebook actually natively, they give you the option of cutting to this 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5. So what you need to do is just click on this 4 to 5. Then you can see the window show already. Okay, so you can drag this window on. So let's say your word is a bit up, then you drag a bit up. But usually my design is I keep it very center. You see, now just to play for you guys. I know it's gonna be a bit lag. I didn't optimize the video, but let me just optimize the video. So why not? Okay, 1 second here. Okay. So right now, okay, can see now you see within this window, which is 4 to 5, when I play.
C'est heaven.
Get it? So which is why you're killing two birds with one stone. Do one video, then you can use on both places, right? So instead of just putting your word everywhere, I'll suggest that condense it in the middle. Because another thing is, just think about your own self, your human eye. When we are looking at everything, usually look in the center. So put in somewhere that people can just look at. Okay, and when you want to crop it, just click apply, then you'll crop it for you already. So that means the same video, right? Here it will be on Instagram story, it's gonna be full screen. On Facebook newsfeed, it's gonna look like this. But you see, Facebook newsfeed, right? Then you can see the copywriting already. So that's why you still have to write properly. Okay, write properly your copywriting. But if you want, if you actually my team also tried this before, just a one-liner, one line copywriting like this. Okay, every operator must see 2021 Penang McAllister Road project. Like this, because your main idea is to get them to watch the video, right? So if your copywriting is too long, they are not going to read anyways. So let's say right now this is like the main headline they saw already. Then you watch the video. Your copywriting is inside anyways. You see that? It's cut properly like this. It's very clean. Like it doesn't look like it's a vertical video and I crop it, right? Because the client will never know. Okay. Wait, I have to optimize for image. I think just now it was not clear enough, but now you get the point. Okay. So this is how you actually set the ad running it. Okay. So yeah. Any question? Any question before I continue to share? Let me pause right now, give everybody to think about that. Yeah. Who would try this after this tonight session? If you tried it, comment yes and let me know. Comment yes. You tried. The thing is, oh, some people ask me this question. Can you use a few images and do it as a slideshow? No. My suggestion is no. Okay. If you really want to, okay, use a lot of images and do it in a slideshow. My suggestion is do it in a way that will be attractive. Okay. What do I mean by do it in a way that will be attractive? Do you guys watch Instagram Reels? Do you guys look at Instagram Reels? If you look at Instagram Reels, right, just scroll through it. There's a few type of Reels that is designed to combine video and picture together in a very nice manner, right? It will there's a style one. I can't really use my word to describe it, but I didn't prepare. So you guys go to Instagram Reels later and then you can see that. You can always think about like grab the idea from Reels and then put it on Instagram story. It will still work because this is what human want right now. Is the style that matters. Okay. Now I'm gonna share one more video to you guys. Just another one that's done by Jenny, which I think is pretty good. Hey. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Yeah.
To all Kedah investors, if you're looking for property in KL for investment, you need to take a look at this. This prestigious development is developed by Exim Group. It's called Miller Square, located 5 minutes away from Mid Valley, and its concept is very unique, with each of its tower having their own concept and design and their very own sky facilities. Also, they have a very stable economy flow with the education element and the grade A offices, grade A F&B, and also grade A hypermarket. This property also comes with 100% fully furnished, in which what you see in the gallery is what you get. So that includes your TV, your coffee table, your sofa, aircon, wallpaper, and you've got the kitchen area. This is the kitchen cabinet, hook and hook, fridge, dryer washing machine, dining table, it's all included. And you've got the master room, you've got the bed, and then the wardrobe, and you have the dressing table, as well as the toilet. What you see is what you get concept. Alright?
Done. 55 seconds, guys. Now, I know a lot of people might be thinking, how can we deliver so much information within 1 minute, right? Fast forward, lor. That's how she does it, right? Fast forward, and then you can see the ad, right? If you see the beginning, she's also targeting the group, which is to Kedah investor. Actually, I asked her to do a few, like Kedah investor, to Johor investor, to Sabah investor, to whoever. Always come from the angle of MMM, who you are targeting, who you are talking to. You say up front. You can show it in words or you can say it so people can hear, right? So that's the way. Okay, the age range, Melvin, you'll be surprised. The age range that we are targeting is up to 55-year-old, and we are still getting it for up to 55-year-old. Yes, because I think a lot of, I don't want to say old people, elderly people, they are also using Instagram now because it's a trend, right? Sooner or later, you'll see these people going to TikTok also. Because it's just something that's going into our life. Okay. How much do I spend for ad every month? Nearly 10,000. Yeah. Nearly 10,000. Oh, I do a lot of ads for different like Penang lah, Cedarwoods lah, Millers lah, this series lah. Right. So yeah. So you see that video just now. I really want to bring attention back to the video earlier. If you can, do like Jenny, just go film yourself talking like that. Hey, you think got people help her film? No, she does it herself. She just use a phone to film. Now, does it have to be perfect, like perfect sound system, perfect mic, perfect camera? No, just do it because people want something that's real. Like, don't you feel that whole thing, right, seems like it's like something that you see on a IG story, that kind of thing. Like, it feels real, right? Right now, a lot of people, you can put virtual reality in, but you don't have to be like really like good lighting, very high resolution camera. This thing is gonna be on IG story, not TV that you need high definition video. So I would say that just do it. Like, if you can just do it in your phone front camera, I think it's good enough. Right? Your phone mic is probably good enough. Just like you probably can hear there's like background sound, right? Doesn't matter one because it's more real. I just want to say. Okay, so that part also is pretty good. Like if you can go to the sales gallery, you film yourself talking, go ahead. If you cannot, which is right now, like, I think most people can't do that. So you go like leverage on the team member, like whoever is your team member that has the showroom video, then you can, you know, put it into, piece it together and do a particular video like that. To answer YC's question, throughout my statistics, usually for my agent to actually close a case and convert, the cost that I spend is nearly 1,500 to 1,500 for one case to convert. So if let's say today you are aiming for, I mean, like, there's generally some people can do better, maybe 800 ad spend, 500 ad spend, you can close one case already and cover one case. But on averagely from my side, it's about 1,000 to 1,500. So if you ask me for one project, how much do I want to spend estimatedly, right? I want to ask back this question to you: how many cases do you want to close? How many leads can you handle, right? So if you think that you want to aim like 4 cases, 5 cases a month, then my guess is you are going to put in maybe 5,000-6,000 a month, because on average it's 1,500 per case. I don't know, anyone else have any other statistic? But this one is from my team. So okay, there's a wide range. Some people are top sales is different. Some people can call better. Some people can close better. But then I'm speaking from a very general point of view. General point of view. Yeah. So about 1,000 to make 10,000, right? You mean? Yeah. So about there, that you wanna put in the, like, it depends on how much money you want to make. If you want to make more money, you spend more. Okay. Of course, I'm not asking you to throw a life saving in immediately. You can try with like maybe allocate about 1,000 budget first, or 2,000 budget first. Then you see how it goes with your app. And you think it's good, then you want to scale up, then scale up more. Okay. Now, just now Dave asked me one question. I think that will just something actually I share finish already. IG story I share finish already. Before I move on, any other question about IG story? I think it's pretty simple, straightforward to do it. Create video, piece together. I think that video, if you really put your heart and soul to do it, within 2 hours to 3 hours, you can count in a video. It's not that hard to do a video like that. It's very simple, right? You don't need like fancy software like Premiere Pro or whatever. Just download CapCut. You can get it download in your phone immediately right now. Then you can start doing your thing. If no other question, I want to show on, because Dave just now asked me a question, which is sometimes the app will run like well, sometimes the app won't run well. So how do we actually like tell? How do we analyze it? Is there a way? Is there a statistics that we can see? Answer is yes. Okay. So let me just quickly show you one of my app, which is the one moment. Let me pull up the app. Okay. Great. Okay, so to answer that question, right, I'm going to show you one of my Feederwoods app. Okay, so this is one of my longest running Feederwoods app, right? To answer the question of why sometimes the app is like getting leads, someday you won't get, the next day it will be good, right? Actually, Facebook always has a cycle one. So when you come to your ad, right, I want you to click on the ad, then you come into the ad set level right here. Then you click on this. Underneath this, you click on this inspect. Okay, inspect. When you click on the button inspect, then you will come to a screen like this. Okay, now I want to explain to you this chart. Okay, but first of all, I want to turn on 2 variables, which is lead and also first time impression. And I want to turn off cost per lead. I want to extend the time window, because right now I'm looking at May. Let me go further, because I want to show you since the beginning of the app. Hold on a moment. There we go. Okay, you see right here. In the beginning of the ad, right, there's two very key important things that we are looking at here, which is first time impression and also lead, basically. So when the first on the first day of ad running, usually the first time impression is very high, 98% is, I mean, it should be 100%, but I don't know why it's 98%. Okay, but you see the next day, this is the first day that the ad runs. See the next day, it becomes 100% already. See that? Okay, so when it becomes 100%, I get 7 leads on that day. Okay, 7 leads on the day. Now, the next day, I want you to look at the first time impression. I want to go very narrow here. The first time impression actually dropped to, the number, yeah. First time impression dropped to 79%. See that? The number of leads get lesser. Okay, I get 6 leads. Then the next day, the first time impression dropped even lower, right? Becomes 75%, and I get 7 leads. You see, why the first time impression drops? It's because Facebook think that sometimes you have to show the same person the ad 2 times to 3 times, then only they will sign up. This is just their algorithm. That's why you'll see that even though the money spent is almost the same, right? 69, 68 ringgit, right? Then 70 ringgit. The first time impression is getting lower. Okay, but there will be a point where they will adjust to show more people. See the next. I want you to see on the next day, my lead somehow just become 2 leads, but my first time impression goes up. Okay, that means it's trying to reach new people, but maybe the people are not responding that well. So that's why that day I get 2 leads. Then the next day, you see, I want you to observe the first time impression. The next day it drops until 59%, but I have 9 leads. You see that? Because what I think Facebook is doing here is this. Here, the first few days, they are showing to the same group of people, maybe exploring some new people, right? From 75% here, it goes up to 78%, which is about 3% more. Now you'll be thinking, 3% more only, is it very much? You see, we're talking about reach. The reach, this reach, look at this number here. About 2,000 people. 2,000 people, the 3% is nearly how much? 2,000, 3%, 60, 70 people, thing like this, right? So he's showing new people here, but maybe these people are not biting the, ad yet. So that's why they're not responding. So the next day, when he continued to show these people, then boom, the ad somehow become better. Then you see when we go even further down, the first time impression dropped until 47%. You see that day my ad performed very bad. Okay. So now, then Facebook realized already, okay, never mind, we'll start to show to new people because they are reusing the same people always. So that's why the thing somehow become not so, accurate anymore. Okay, now, no, this is a newsfeed. Wait, this one is newsfeed. Okay, now then you see with the next day actually I tried story also I'm just showing the newsfeed one. The story one is another one. Another account. Okay, so this, you see the first time impression where it goes back up from 47% to 70%, the lead go back up again. Then when we show to even new people, 70%, it goes to 72%. That means it's showing to even newer people, right? You can see the ad actually goes up again, the lead. But then you can see that whenever they show to the same people too much already, then the thing will drop. As time goes on, you can see the green color line. As time goes on, it's showing to the same people again and again. So which is why your ad actually just like getting worse, right, along the way, right? This video, the same type of vertical video that I showed you earlier, right? It's just this one is designed for feeder widths. But I forgot why I stopped here. Maybe my limit was hit or something, can't recall. But anyways, and I continue here. Then you can see that it's running like this. Sometimes got lead, but sometimes don't. Right? But you can study from this chart one. So if you really want to understand like whether your ad is actually fatigued already, I would say that you just look at the first time impression. So on average right now, my ads, right, my first time impression is still very high. 60% is considered very high. So I'll actually let it run and continue to run. Okay. Then I don't know if you guys saw this thing before, the inspect. If you never, right, you go inside, see that there's a lot of very interesting data. And you can see my lifetime frequency, right? Okay. So far, it's not very high, which is good, right? Which means my first time impression ratio is good. My frequency is less than 2, which I think is still, I think anything below 2.5 is good enough. 2 also I will still let it run one. So that means this group of audience I haven't run finish yet. Although I have already reached 87,000 people, but because my first time impression is so low and the frequency is so low, that means I haven't reached my full target audience yet. So it's still gonna like show to new people. So that's how I'll let it run. Okay, so this basically answers the question. Go look at your own data, then you will know how this thing works. Then you can understand. Okay, basically you can see the chart is always zigzag one. Why? Because Facebook sometimes they show to these people already. The next day they will show it to them again. Hopefully they will sign up, but they don't. Then the third day they will show to new people like that. That's how they show the thing. Okay. So yeah, there's extra thing that I thought I will answer in this session. Yeah. Any more questions?
Any more questions for Adrian?
Oh, wait. Okay. Back of a question called CPR, CPC. I think this is a good one. Okay, this is a good one about more statistics. Okay. You see, I'll show you one more thing. Despite the fact that I said this IG story ad vertical video is very effective and it's gonna get you a lot of lead and stuff like this. But the key variable here is not about how accurate is your targeting. Okay, it's about your video. How do you use actually create a video that is so attractive that people would want to watch? Okay, so that's why I would say instead of spending too much time on the targeting, I would suggest you to spend more time to make your video look good. Because if your video sucks, okay, sorry to use this word, the ad won't work on. Okay, so what's the good statistics? I want you to come here. If you look at this one, okay, different people probably have a slightly different setup, but mouse, right? You just always look at this. There's a view setup, right? Beside here, this one, 3 vertical line. Okay, it's actually performance lah. You click it, and I want you to click on this video engagement. Okay, if you look at your video engagement, I want you to look at one thing, which is this true play. Okay, true play basically means if your video actually go on for about 15 seconds. Okay, they watch video for 15 seconds. I want you to look at my true play ratio. They didn't show it here, but I have to do it manually. Okay, see, among the 145,000 impressions that I show, I have 19,000 true play. Can you do the math and tell me what is the percentage? My head tells me this is 13%, right? It's about 13%. 19,000, Dave, can you check my math? 19,000 over 145,000, right? The percentage is nearly 13%. And throughout my ads, right, in my experience, if your video, your performance of your ad is it has about 8% and above, usually the ad will run well and you can get good results from your advertisement. Okay, that means your video is relevant and people want to watch it. Hey, 30-second video, they watch 15 seconds. I think there's a big commitment here, you know. Then if you because right now I'm using this again, video engagement. If you scroll further down, I actually got 8,000 people finish my video, you know. 100% finish my video. So how many leads I got? I got about I think this one I have 200. About 200 leads, yeah. So that means among the 8,000 people that finished my video, I have 200 of them converting. So that's what's the ratio? 2 out of 8, that's like 2.5%. About 2.5% conversion rate. It's pretty good, right? Like, so key is the video that you create has to be relevant so that people actually. So I think the actual question is Beth asked me is this. Like, what about CPC and also CTR? I would say that my CPC is ridiculously expensive. 4.19. If you show anyone In this market, they will tell you, wow, 4.19 CPC is expensive though. But I don't think that's the key thing here, right? I would say that whenever people, because I know what I'm doing here, people are watching video. This is the cost per link click. Okay, so that means they click the sign up button. Now they watch the video doesn't mean they will sign up, right? Because this is not like a traffic ad or whatever where you want people to click. Instead of wanting people to click, I want people to sign up, right? So those people who click, yeah, of course, the CTR here is very low. 0.62, I tell you, it's very low. If you go to you go check all the healthy CTR and whatever is about 1 to 3%, 1 to 3%, right? Some people will tell you like the higher the better. But if you ask me this question, right now I'm getting lead at about I think 18. Yeah, it's not cheap, 18. 200 something lead consistently for 2 months. This is not like just 2-day ad. 2 days you can get this result. I think sometimes it's luck, but consistently you're getting this result. I think there's some formula there, right? So right here, I would say that yes, the CPC is actually quite high, but because I know this is a video ad, and I would rather you judge this ad, don't based on the link click or the CTR, the click-through rate. I would rather you judge it based on the video. Like, is your video attractive? If your video is attractive, okay, there's another thing, which is another scenario where there's a very high true play ratio, meaning like the true play number 19,000 divided by 145. This is my ratio. If let's say today your true play ratio is this high, okay, 19,000 versus 145 is very high. But then your lead, you're not getting this many lead. You're getting a lot lesser, let's say 100 lead. Then your lead cost is double already, 36 per lead. So now I'll ask you a question, like, do you think that's a good ad? Okay, now you might want to think back a question, can this ad be better? Why people actually watch my video? This is a good ratio, If let's say today you really get this ratio, 145,000 impression and 19,000 true play, you are getting 13% true play ratio, but your ad is not converting. What does it mean? It means your video is attractive. You're getting people attention, but the message is not strong enough for them to sign up. You're not hitting their point. They don't know what it could be. Your call to action problem. It could be like your of course we are doing this for lead generation ad. If you're running it for a traffic ad, it could be a landing page problem, right? So when you are running ads, right, it's not always just about target audience. The whole funnel is there. You have a good video. You have to have good call to action. The message has to be like relevant to them. Then if you are running traffic ad, your landing page has to be fast, has to be pretty, has to be relevant so that they will sign up, right? But if you're running lead generation ads here, so I think it's a lead form. So is your lead form attractive enough? Are you putting enough information on the lead form to get them to sign up, or do you ask too many questions instead of asking for a few questions? Your lead form is too complicated. So all these things matters, right? So I would say that this is how I would judge my ad. Okay, for this type of ad, okay, specifically this type of ad where we're talking about video one, I'll look at this, like the true play ratio, whether whether people want to watch the video, right? So 19 over 145,000, that's 13%. I think is good, right? So Wayne question is, use more custom audience or interest targeting? Okay, this one I think I'm using can't recall. I think lookalike. No. No interest. I'm using open audience. I'm letting Facebook run by itself. Surprising, right? Yeah. So I'm targeting a very narrow area, if you want to see it. Okay, I believe in this because this area right here is Limong Kiara. So yeah, I just let it run. I have another ad which is running lookalike audience, but that ad is giving me leads. It's just slightly more expensive, right? I don't know why, but that lookalike give me slightly more expensive ad lead. Okay, telling one, if you're using trendy music, okay, if you are facing problem, usually when you are running ads on Facebook newsfeed, they will have copyright claim. But if you are running ads on Instagram story, right? I don't know, touch it lah. Somehow I never kena before. So if you're running IG story at IG platform, they usually don't care about the song. So when you're running on Facebook newsfeed, then yes, they will mute it. Brandon actually has a case like this. The ad actually, the ad running on Facebook news feed is being mute by Facebook, but it's still running very well. And my guess is this, because of human behavior, since all of us scroll Facebook newsfeed, also we don't turn on the sound, right? So that's why even if it is muted, it doesn't matter. But on IG story, it probably won't mute it. So yeah, even if there's copyright issue on Facebook newsfeed, you have to let them mute, but IG story is still gonna pass. So if you really want to bypass the copyright issue, I think one of the ways is to change the frequency of the song a little bit. You can make it play a bit faster, then the whole song the frequency of the song will be different. And then I think you can overcome it. Or instead of using the actual music that is sung by the singer, use the cover version. The cover version usually no copyright. Yeah, look like somehow a bit more expensive, but it's more accurate. So that's why like you don't run all ads in just one ad set. Like you can run two and then let it average out. The free vertical video you want to find, I usually find it from Xiaohongshu. There's an app called Xiaohongshu. You can find it there, or you can film it, whichever way you like it. Or YouTube. Get that video, you just zoom in and crop vertical anymore. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using the whole, usually the video on YouTube is horizontal. Download and then you leave the vertical part. Right, any more questions?
Any more questions for Adrian?
If no more question, then yeah, I think if you try this, just over this MCO period, learn how to cut video, learn how to put song, learn how to edit those words, right? I think those words is they have to be bombastic and beautiful, right? Then you can get attention. Yes, Henry, anything? You can open your mic if you want to ask.
Yes, Henry.
Oh, Facebook Live algorithm, yeah. Yes, Facebook Live algorithm, I think there's a huge shift, meaning they really don't prioritize those people who share. I can show you one of my own live video that day. Even though I get like quite a good viewership, right? But then a lot of people share, but somehow I'm still not getting extra reach. So I think Facebook algorithm changes a little bit on live in the sense that it will prioritize delivering it to your followers and your community. Okay, meaning if you have Facebook group, right, then it will be a very good way for you to distribute. Because if you live in the Facebook group, you will probably get a bit more reach. I want to show you a real statistics. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Just one moment. This is live that I did 2 days ago with Sean. Right, we get really good viewership and all, but then you can see from the statistics even though there's quite a number of share, but it's not actually reaching the people. Okay, right here. See this live video, I would say it's actually a pretty good engagement, like 2,000 something view and all. We reach about there's quite a consistent number of concurrent viewer, about 100 people, right? Then in other words, this is a very engaging live video. Okay, we have how many shares? 69 shares. You can see that 69. Not I share one, the audience share for me one. So you can see that even though I have like so much share and it's a very like high engagement, right? See this. How people are watching. Look at this. Share only consists of 2.08%. Think about that. Back in 2019, if you have this much share, usually you'll be half. So I don't know what happened, and they never actually tell you the algorithm, but this is what I experienced. I saw that most of the people who watch is actually my followers. So that, yes, there's a question that people ask me, like, is it good to build followers? I think it's good because these are your loyal fans and, you know, people who always want to watch your videos. So these people, they will come back and watch, and Facebook will deliver to these people. Okay, you see, share, I get less exposure. Recommendation, I get more, you know. Think about that. People, they see, what is recommendation? People who are not following my page, but Facebook suggests my video to them. You know, Facebook now, there's a tab called Facebook Watch, right? So there's a lot of recommendation. Like when I'm doing live, Facebook actually recommend my video to these people, and that get a lot more attention compared to share. Even if I get so many share. So I would say that yes, if you want to use Facebook Live, right, you gotta make sure that your actual follower are actually watching now. You can't really reach. I mean, it's not easy as before to reach people through share. Okay, so if you ask me what is the effective approach for the next 14 days, Instagram Reels. I would say that if you really want to do video and all, can do it on Instagram Reels and Clubhouse, right? Two things. Let me just put up my whiteboard again. So yes, if you want to really build some, like you, yeah, not to say you will do lah, you have to lah. You want to build some brand in the next few days, because 14 days, man. I'll say that Facebook Live you still can do. Maybe make it like once per week, right? Make it consistent so that this is what you do, right? IG Reels, you get free. Hey, seriously, you get a lot of free organic reach one. So it's vertical. Okay, you do. Then your IG, your bio, you put a link. There's something called Linktree. You go find out this one. Linktree, basically, you can put all your social media link inside. Like you can put Facebook, YouTube, right? TikTok. If you have LinkedIn, you can put LinkedIn or your website, whatever, blah, blah. So this is actually very good, right? Then in your IG, your bio, you put this, right? Those people who watch your reels, they watch. And then you can actually always have a call to action in your reels one, right? Saying that, okay, I actually do Facebook Live every like Wednesday or something. So follow me on Facebook to watch that live. So they go to the link in bio. So they go to your link in bio and then they click Facebook, they follow you, right? They discover you already. Then next time you do Facebook Live, they will see that, yes, it's very hand-to-hand combat, very, very slow. But then this is, I think, where the consistency can come in. So you ask me, what content do you talk about here? Reels, maximum is 1 minute. Seriously, they cut off your video within 1 minute. So you have to really tell your point and everything done within 1 minute. So I would say that it's actually good for us in a sense. Why not do this? We have so much knowledge as a property agent. And let's challenge ourselves. One topic per day in 1 minute. It's just gonna take you maybe 5-10 minutes to film that, to take out the topic and film it and then editing it. So yeah, oh, and but by the way, the IG Reels video must put subtitle also, because I think you have to capture both ways, which is like listen, and then yeah, that's 1 minute. That's the video. So now I think short video will be the trend. Short video. Okay, so one more thing to talk about is this. A lot of people ask, like, would it be too boring to actually just become an educator on IG Reels and all? I think most people will go to these places initially for entertainment, but after a while, right, they want to learn things already. So which is why you want to see sample. Can one moment, let me connect my phone so that I can show you right now. Where's my okay, I'm joining using my phone. Dave, can you make me co-host so I can share? Then yeah, I just joined.
Yep, done.
Okay, let me try to pull up IG Reels. Okay. So right now, let me share. Hey, wrong. Okay. Share screen. Okay, can share my screen now. So I go to Instagram, right? You scroll. This is the normal way you scroll Instagram, right? I want you to look at the bottom. There's 5 little button, and the center one is real. This one. Now, this is one of a way to show off picture if you want. Okay. I think this is fun, right? Think about that. Like, it's very fast showing all the picture. Yeah, it's basically I want you to think about this. What is Reels? Reels is basically TikTok on Instagram. Think about it this way. So Instagram wants to eat into the share of TikTok. So right now in Malaysia, there's not a lot of content because a lot of people just is too little content. So that's why if we do it now, we can get a lot of organic reach. Okay, so you see, this is another way to show a picture. Yes, this is all the fun thing like. But think about it. Can you use it for good? I think you can. You can do like this. This is what I meant when my condo is international. Let's say you want to talk about videos. Then you boom, 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 all the facilities picture using this format like this. Yeah, I think that's fun. It's fun, right? The key point is to make it fun. Right. And let me see any other things. Like for example, this is another style. Instead of doing video, you can do like this style. Right, just that. Yeah, it's like TikTok. Okay, so that's IG Reels. I want to show you my own. Like for the past few weeks, I have been trying this. You see, my IG follower is so little, 1,004. Very little IG followers. But you see the view, I'm getting 1,000+ view one, Like for example, this one. 1,000, I don't know if you can see the number, 1,000+ view, 1,000+ view, 700, 500. If you think about that, the organic reach is actually basically it's impossible for you to reach the full followers one. Makes sense or not? Right? Your Facebook, you go post right now, you have 1,000 followers, you see how many reach. I would say maybe less than 100, maybe 50 reach. Because Facebook is distributing very, very little to your organic. But IG Reels, I'm getting this, like 1,000+, 600. But you see, like normal, I also have IGTV. My IGTV is a lot lesser, see, 200+ view only. You see that or not? Maybe something, this one better, like 600, like a better performing one would be good. So I say that these are all because IG is giving me free organic boost on IG Reels. So, Henry, if you ask me a question like, what should you do? I'll say that do this. You want to get brand and get traffic. I think this is. I want to show you one more, which is TikTok. I think one of we discovered this guy. One of my followers You see, this guy he has 17,000 followers. 17 on TikTok. He's a Malaysian property agent, just like you and me. He's living in JB. How the hell did he get 17,000 followers? I mean, he's not like a very nice looking girl, dancing and all. How? And when did he started? February. Okay. And look at his video. The recent one, like I don't know why that very little view, but there's some that goes up to hundreds of thousands. This one, 47,000. This center one, 46,000. On the bottom left here, this one, 75,000. The middle one, 18,000 view, 24,000 view. Right? How? Like 28,000, 25,000. You see, because sometimes when the idea is, when the video is good, TikTok give it a boost. Then it will organically reach people. It's this one, 120,000 view. Like on the right hand side here, see that? See this one on the right hand side bottom? Let me click it and let's see. Guys, what the heck?
100,000 views.
120,000 views. Okay. And just that. Okay, now you ask me, okay, when you get this many followers, is there any sales or whatever? Well, branding is not to make sales immediately, right? So I think, yeah, in a way, I think Robin, no, he didn't purchase his follower. I actually watched him grow from 8,000 to 17,000. Sorry, 800 to 17,000. 800. I watched with my own eye. 800 to 17,000. Yeah. So I guess leverage on these two platforms, IG Reels and also TikTok. And by the way, the video you can reuse. You put one. If you do one video on IG Reel, you can post it on TikTok too. And yeah, I'll say that this is a matter of doing lah. Right. Oh yeah, and Clubhouse. I forgot to say Clubhouse because now Android also can use Clubhouse already. So go use Android user, go download Clubhouse and go explore it. If you need invite, let me know. I can let you in.
I think everyone, this is the next big thing, as what Adrian say. Whether you like it or not, you have to be on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook story and all this, because once you've got the followers, once you've got branding, money just follows you everywhere. I mean, if you have 1 million followers, you don't have to worry about money anymore in your life already. You can monetize anything. I mean, if 1 million followers, 1% buy from you, that's 10,000 already. And if you make 10 ringgit, or not 10 ringgit, even 1 ringgit, that's 10,000. That's good money.
Right. So I'll say that. And by the way, if you notice the trend, it's all vertical video. IG Reel is vertical, TikTok is vertical. IG story that I have been spending for the past 1 hour talking about is also vertical. Why? Because everyone is using mobile phone right now.
Yeah.
Very, very less people use laptop to look at all the social media platforms. So you have to be you have to respect lah. So when everyone is going vertical, you go vertical also. That's my suggestion.
We have to go with the wave, go with the current.
Yeah, where people's attention goes, we follow.
Yep. So, all right. Any more questions for Adrian before we conclude the meeting today? Give you 10 seconds to ask. Like Insta video, Insta story, 15 seconds. All right. So, okay. I think we have learned a lot of things today. What Adrian shared is not theory, it's real life experience, that something that he has done, something he has walked through, and this really get good results. Okay, if you look at his personal sales record, if you look at his team sales record, this thing is working. So I think the most important thing is to take action and execution. There's no point learning all these things and then you are not doing anything, right? So go back home. I mean, I'm sure you're at home right now. Okay, start creating the video. Yeah, take some of if you don't have the showroom videos, I think you can get from the internet. I just share some of the videos that I've taken in Elite One group. You can use that as well. That's for Feeder Woods. And then just use Jianying or CapCut. I think CapCut, right? This is how you mentioned. CapCut to do some editing and post it into Instagram. I think practice makes perfect. You just have to do it, right? You just have to go on. It may sound difficult at the beginning with all these titles and flying and animations, but actually once you start doing it, it's not that difficult. So the most important key is start. All right. So I think let's give Adrian another big round of applause by writing number 8 in the chat box below. I think this is really, really great sharing. We all learn a lot. I actually took a lot of notes as usual. And this is precious knowledge that Adrian is unselfishly share with all of us, right? So more number 8's in the chat room below. Okay, so before we dismiss, let's take a selfie together. Let's turn on our webcams so we can take some selfies together. All right. So everyone, let's turn on your webcam.
More camera, more camera.
More cameras. Come. Turn on your webcams. Don't leave us. I still see 57 people here. Come, let's turn on our webcam. Hey, what about the rest? Come. Let's turn on our webcam. Show your pretty face.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so after this, take action.
Yep. Okay, any more? Okay, we'll wait for 15 more seconds.
Dave, someone said it is blocked. You look at the chat box, see what's happening. Did you block anything?
Block.
I also can't see my beautiful face, handsome face.
Well, I see you already, Henry.
I see everyone, but cannot open video. But most of people are opening. I am not sure why.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I open already. He opened already. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Come. Let's look at the camera and say cheese. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, let me take another one. Okay. 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Have an awesome night and start implementing what we learned today. And thank you very much, Adrian, for your wonderful sharing.
Welcome. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you.
Everyone take action. Okay.
Yep.
Let's create some miracle in the next 14 days.
Right. And stay safe. Okay. Stay at home. Don't go out because it's 9,000 cases out there right now.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.